So we hear about in inner work thought being something problematic, perhaps. Thinking and feeling is preferable. This word sensation or attending to the breath. And at times I've wondered really why is that. I've seen that maybe people are prioritizing that as like a superior, inferior, better, worse duality that I questioned as a very mental person, philosophically oriented person. I sort of felt attacked. And while there is a stage in our development where we start kind of prioritizing the heart and feelings over thinking in the mind in an unbalanced way, and then we later can come back to recognizing the value of the mind and incorporating the mind and being able to integrate the mind and the heart. But there is a reality to this. And maybe to some of you this is obvious. It wasn't obvious to me until recently what actually is going on here. So you are all of this. Like this is you. There's no you experiencing a life and you're not a human. You're this has always been you. Like you are life. It's always been like that, even though that's been questioned so much as you grew up that it seems absurd now. But it's very close to home and it's true. It's just true. And in that fact is the experience of thoughts creating worlds, and that's their power, and that's the problem too. Thought creates worlds, or subworlds, if you will. If you consider this the world, then we could call thought subworlds. Thought creates subworlds. When we enter into thought land, we're entering into like a movie. We're entering into an entire mini experience within life. And we only have a certain amount of attention as a resource. And so it's it's hard enough for most of us to remember if we even ever found out uh, that we are life. It's hard enough to use our attention while existing to remember what I really am, who I really am, where I really am. And so when we go into a world, thoughts, it simply occupies more of our attention and it becomes more challenging to self remember in each moment. That's the only issue. Thoughts are really fun. It's imagination in a way. Imagination is also like a form of deep thought, which is another topic. It's a bit, imagination can be different than regular kind of thinking. Why thoughts are more or why sensation is different than thoughts. Because let me back up. When we take inventory of what's happening right now, there's phenomena. In one sense, it's all equal. It's like, whoa, if we stop distinguishing between objects, between different kinds of phenomena, um, we see that quote unquote physical objects, or maybe we should say colors, because when we stop distinguishing objects, all we see is different colors. So we could say there's colors, there's uh, interior colors or thoughts or images, there's sensations, emotions and energies and that sort of thing, which energy is a type of sensation typically. So there's these quote unquote interior and exterior aspects. Really, they're all just phenomena and don't need to be separated or labeled. And so when I was going through my questioning of reality and starting to have awakening experiences, I was tearing down all these distinctions. And it's just like, it's just a soup of phenomena, of qualia, as they call it. And now I'm seeing the benefit of sensation over thought much more. Because sensation doesn't create worlds, for me at least, the way thought does. Thought creates fake versions of this. Fake. Nothing's fake. But sensation doesn't. And so, in a way, like the body, if we're going to identify with specific parts of this experience, the body is kind of more really us than the thoughts are, or the personality. It's like a more primary layer in a way. It's like it's kind of more direct, and so we're so used to identifying with different aspects of this world, namely our personality and thought, that it's good to put our attention on aspects that are more direct and don't take too much of our attention away. So sensation is good. Feeling is good. Sensation is the most direct, I'd say. And of course that's where breath comes in, because breath is also moving and trackable and cyclic and consistent. For the most part, it can be faster, slower, deeper, shallower. So there is a way of being where we're minimizing how deep we go into thought. Because thought is a rabbit hole. I don't know about you, I can have a lot of fun with thought. I can have a lot of terror and nightmares too. It's not fun, it's interesting. Thoughts can be very captivating. We can completely lose ourselves, which feels fun when we're already lost, but when we've found ourselves, really, it becomes far less interesting to lose ourselves again. Because we don't need to go anywhere. It's good to just be us. And we don't feel the need to go on adventures in thought as much anymore. We can experience and in a way receive life and the beauty that's right here. Wishing you all well. See you next time.